Hi students, so welcome to my channel. This is teacher Brenda here, and today we would be looking into part 19 of the topic of time, in which we will learn to figure out how to calculate the start time. Okay, so as you can see on the screen, and I will repeat again, that there are three elements that you should be aware of: the start time, the end time, and the time duration. Now, in today's example, we would precisely be looking into how to calculate the start time. So if we are supposed to calculate the start time, then we should be given the information on the duration or the elapsed time, and we should also have information on the end time. Only if these two information are given to us will we be able to find the start time of an event. So let's go on to the next slide. How do we find the start time? Now, assuming an event started at a time which we do not know. For example, you guys go to school, okay? Assuming we have changed the time school starts. However, you need to spend 5 hours, okay, in school. All right, that's known as the time duration. And you would finish school at 6 p.m., assuming, okay? So if that's the case, what time did you start school? Now, remember, in Malaysia, we have afternoon schools as well. So this is a typical scenario. Now, given 5 hours as the time duration and it ended at 6 o'clock in the evening, how do you calculate the start time? Now, in order for us to calculate the start time, we take our end time, which is whatever time the event ended, and subtract or go back, okay, in time. Go back in time. So when you say you go back, you're actually subtracting the time duration. Okay, you subtract how many hours or how many minutes it has been. Okay, so let's look at some examples here. Clear the screen. Now over here, an event started. We do not know what time the event started. So that's what we got to find. However, the event took a duration of 2 hours and 15 minutes, and it ended at 10:10 a.m. All right. So my suggestion would be just change this to the 12-hour system to help you avoid confusion. Okay. So let's change this to the 24-hour system. So you'd still have 10:10 as an answer. Okay, so this is, remember, this is for the hours and this is for the minutes, the column, and you want to subtract your duration. So you subtract 2 hours and 15 minutes. Now look at this question. Now, when you try to solve 10 minutes minus 15 minutes, you might be wondering how you could do that, because 10 is a smaller number than 15. Now, this is where we will need to exchange an hour. So you sort of borrow, okay, or exchange 1 hour from the 10 hours. So the 10 hours would become 9 hours. And when 1 hour goes over to the minutes, you don't get 10 minutes, but you get 60 minutes over here. So you add the 60 minutes to your existing 10 minutes. Now, how many minutes would you have now? You would have 70 minutes, and that is what you need to take away 15 from. So 70 minus 15, you can do a simple borrowing here, okay, or exchanging, and then this would be 5. 6 minus 1 would be 5. So you would end up with 55 minutes, okay, and 9 minus 2 would be 7. If I were to write this as a 24-hour time, it would be 0755 hours. But since our question is asking us in the 12-hour system, so our answer would be 7:55. Now, make a guess. Do you think I should write AM or PM? So obviously, since it's 2 hours earlier, it makes sense that this must have been just in the morning. Okay, and even that's shown by your answer here. It's a 0755 hours. Let's look at another question, okay? Our second question here, All right. The time duration given is 5 hours and 30 minutes. And the end time is at 13:45 hours. So we are given the end time, we are given the duration, and we are required to find the start time. How do we do? Take your end time, subtract your time duration. So this is the column for hours. This is the column for minutes. Take your end time, and if you note it, it is already written in the 12-hour system, so it makes life a little easier. 13:45 hours minus 5 hours and 30 minutes. So here we do a simple subtraction. 45 minus 30 is 15. 13 minus 5 would be 8. So that is the start time of your event. And how would you write it? You would write as 08:15 hours. You write it in the 24-hour system because the question is also in the 24-hour system. Let's look at another example, okay? And a final example that would be, here we have an event, okay, ended at 3:20 p.m. Okay, it ended at 3:20, sorry. And it started, we have to find what's the start time, and we are given that the event took place for 3 hours and 45 minutes. So find what is the start time, when did it start? So again, my suggestion would be change this time to the 12-hour system. Okay, so what is 3:20 p.m.? 3:20 p.m., you just add 12, you would get 15:20 hours. So change it to the 12-hour system to ease your calculation. So 15:20 hours, subtract with 3 hours and 45 minutes. Okay, what do we have here now? So 20 minus 45, obviously we can't do that. So we'll need to exchange an hour from the 15 hours here. So you'll have 40 hours, okay? And when 1 hour goes over here, remember, you'll have 60 minutes now. So this 60 minutes and this 20 minutes will now kind of join force. So you'll have 80 minutes minus 45 minutes. So this is the actual calculation that we'd be doing. So what is 80 minus 45? You would have here 5. 7 minus 4 would be 3. So your answer here would be 35 minutes. And over here, 11. So write this down as in 24-hour system, it's 11:35 hours. But if you change it back to the 12-hour system, the answer would be 11:35 a.m. Okay, so guys, you need to be very familiar or very comfortable in changing time from the 12 to the 24-hour system before attempting these questions on time duration. If you are still not sure, then please go back and view some of my previous videos that I've done and watch them again. So if you have learned from this video, I hope you have. Do like and subscribe. Take care. Bye-bye.